Hello, my name is Katie Gear. Welcome to the presentation and training on how to become a participating inspector and online portal training. On the behalf of the South Carolina Safe Home Program, I want to thank you for being a participant and partner of Safe Home. The purpose of this tutorial is to provide you information on how to become a Safe Home participating inspector and use the online portal. In order to be an inspector and/or contractor for the Safe Home Program, you must be properly licensed through SCLLR, complete the SC Safe Home training course, complete SC Safe Home provided training, and receive a passing score on an exam of at least 95%. While attending your training, SC Safe Home staff will obtain the needed information from you to establish your account. Otherwise, after meeting the requirements from the previous slide, you may contact our office either by phone or email. If needed, make sure you include all the necessary contact information needed for us to create an account for you. Please note that system requirements does not allow for sharing of email addresses. Each account must have a unique email account associated with it. Upon receiving your contact information, Safe Home staff will review and approve you as a participant and establish an online account for you. An email will be sent to you for you to verify and create a password. On the next slide, we will show you an example of what this email may look like. First, sign into your email account to receive the message. When your account is set up by Safe Home, you will receive an email similar to this example. You have only 24 hours to acknowledge without having to have this email resent. Once you click here, then you will need to provide a password. Please write this down along with your email address, which is now your user ID, for future reference. Password requirements: must have a minimum of 6 characters, must include one non-letter, must include one digit character like a special character, must include one lowercase a through z character, must include an uppercase A through Z character. After clicking here on the previous screen, then enter your email address, create a password, and retype it to confirm. Then select Save. Remember the password requirements: must have a minimum of 6 characters, must include one non-letter, must include one digit character like a special character, must include one lowercase a through z character, and must include an uppercase A through Z character. After successfully saving, you will receive this confirmation, and you should click here to log in to your account. Some of the primary benefits of using the online application are ability to monitor workload, ability to track grant status and your assigned tasks by the homeowner, frequent communications via email. When a homeowner selects you as an inspector, you will receive an email notifying you. Also, if you are removed as an inspector by the homeowner, then you will also receive an email notifying you. Ease of use: completing inspection information online and uploading needed documentation. More timely review and processing of an application by identifying tasks required that are pending before submission to a Safe Home program. After you click here, you can sign into your account by entering your user ID, which is your email address and password that you just created. Then click Login. You will notice that the top banner is light green, which indicates the Safe Home program is currently accepting new applications. As more and more applications are received and the funding for the current year is obligated, the banner color will change to yellow. Funding available is getting really low, to eventually red, which means no longer accepting any new applications because the funding is exhausted. Please note, when it becomes red, homeowners interested in the SC Safe Home program are no longer able to create accounts to apply. However, they can provide their email address to be notified once funding is available again. If you are only an inspector, then you will be automatically assigned your role as an inspector. If you are both an inspector and a contractor, then you will select the inspector role. Your dashboard will show all applications where a homeowner has selected you. This is your dashboard. Your dashboard will show all applications where a homeowner has selected you as an inspector. What do you need to know? Applications are shown or sorted in your dashboard in what we anticipate will be your work priority, created status, and date. Applications with a status that is mostly for informational purposes, like already awarded, awarded and paid, canceled, can be archived to reduce the number of items displayed in your work queue. You can click on any application to obtain key contact information of the homeowners. When a homeowner selects you as an inspector, you will receive an email notifying you that your services are being requested. You should attempt to reach out to that homeowner via phone or email within 24 hours to discuss potential scheduling of inspection. If you cannot or will not be able to perform the inspection for any reason, then ask the homeowner to select someone else by going into their account and selecting someone else. If that happens, you will receive an email letting you know that you are no longer attached to this application as an inspector, and this homeowner and property will no longer show up in your work queue. Example of email notification. Names have been removed for privacy. Inspector receives the email with a CC to the homeowner. Note the contact information available for you to reach out to the homeowner. Again, as a reminder, you should attempt to reach out to the homeowner via phone or email within 24 hours to discuss potential scheduling of an inspection. If you cannot or will not be able to perform the inspection for any reason, then ask the homeowner to select someone else by going into their account and selecting someone else. If that happens, you will receive an email letting you know that you are no longer attached to this application as an inspector, and this homeowner will no longer show up in your work queue. Back to your dashboard. Your dashboard shows all applications where a homeowner has selected you. Working on a homeowner's application simply requires a click of the mouse on that homeowner's property. So let's select the first property shown. As you can see, the property selected opens up. As an inspector, you will be assigned to complete 4 tasks: uniform inspection report, home survey checklist, upload photographs of home, and supply recommended improvements. Once you have successfully completed the required task, then the status will update to completed. We will now go through each task. Open up the first task of uniform inspection report by clicking on Edit. Everything with a red asterisk shown in a form is a required field. If you don't supply information in these fields, then the task will not have a completed status upon saving. The Save button in the top right-hand corner will be used when you are ready to save your work. Scrolling through the Uniform Inspection Report from the following is displayed. Homeowner contact information is provided in the Application Information section. Complete the Inspector Contact Information section. Most of this should be default, but if you find that you are needing to correct any of this information, then please contact Safe Homes Administration staff so they can update your contact information and save you time in the future. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is General Information. Drop-downs are available where applicable to save you time. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form are wall construction type and roof covering. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is roof geometry. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is roof deck attachment. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is gable end bracing. The next section of Uniform Inspection Report form is roof to wall attachment. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is secondary water resistance. The next section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is secondary opening protection. The final section of the Uniform Inspection Report form is a place provided for additional comments as needed. Sometimes items added here in case other sections of the report are not sufficient to capture all of the needed information. When completed, select Save in the top right-hand corner. If everything required has been provided, then the task will be changed to a status of complete. If not, then a message will be provided to help you identify what information required is missing, and the status will change to In Progress. You must ultimately make sure all of your tasks become completed, or the homeowner will not be able to submit his or her application for Safe Home review. If the task remains pending after you save, then open back up the task and look for the areas with a red asterisk that are required. Usually something is missing and therefore the status remains pending instead of completed. The second task is the Home Survey Checklist. To begin, select Edit. When you select the second task of Home Survey Checklist, you will see the 6 smaller subtasks: front elevation, right elevation, back elevation, left elevation, roof deck and building footprint area. Now let's take a look at each of the subtasks. The first subtask is the front elevation. Again, everything with a red asterisk is required. If you don't supply information in these fields, then the task will not have a completed status upon saving. The Save button in the top right-hand corner will be used when you are ready to save your work. The next section is F1A, Roof Covering. The next section is G1, Window Openings. The next sections are H1, Doors, and I1, Skylights. The next sections are J1, Gable Ends, all dimensions in inches, and K1, Wall Cladding, selected floor. The next sections are L1, Wall Constructions, select the floor and record the number of feet of each wall type per floor, and M1, Reinforcement Check, check 3 to 5 locations for the entire house. The next sections are N1, Carport, O1, Porches, exclude pool screen enclosures, and P1, Soffits. The final section of the subtask of front elevation is a place provided for additional comments as needed. Sometimes items are added here in case other sections of the report are not sufficient to capture all of the needed information. When completed, select Save from the top right-hand corner. If everything required is provided, then task will be changed to a status of complete. If not, then a message will be provided to help you identify what information required is missing, and the status will change to in progress. You must ultimately make sure all of your tasks become completed, or the homeowner will not be able to submit his or her application for Safe Home Review. The next subtask of right, back, and left elevation are almost identical to the information shown previously for front elevation. Therefore, we will not go through each of those slides again. The next subtask is roof deck. The first section is V, Building Footprint Area. Everything with an asterisk is a required field. If you don't supply the information in these fields, then the task will not have a completed status upon saving. The Save button in the top right-hand corner will be used when you are ready to save your work. The next section is Q1, Materials. The next section is Q2, Deck Thickness. The next section is Q3, Roof Deck Attachment. The next sections are Q4, Roof Deck Attachment Spacing, only for 8D, 10D, and screws, and R, Roof Structure Materials. The next section is S, Secondary Water Barrier. The next section is T, Roof to Wall Connection. The next section is U, Gable End Wall Construction. This will continue on the next slide. The continued section of U gable end wall construction is shown along with the final section, where there is a place provided for additional comments as needed. Sometimes items are added here in case other sections of the report are not sufficient to capture all of the needed information. When completed, select Save from the top right-hand corner. If everything required is provided, then the task will be changed to a status of complete. If not, then a message will be provided to help you identify what information required is missing, and the status will change to in progress. You must ultimately make sure all of your tasks become completed, or the homeowner will not be able to submit his or her application for Safe Home Review. The next subtask is Upload Building Footprint Area. Let's go through the upload steps. First, you select Upload. Follow the instructions provided. You can browse your device to select the file or picture desired. Once you identify your file or files, select Upload. If you wish to remove it prior to uploading, then click on Remove. Once your file has been uploaded, you can either upload additional files, delete files already uploaded, download or click on Complete Task, all uploads complete, and return to the home survey checklist. Please note that until the application is in the status of submitted by the homeowner, you are able to remove and add files. Once an application reaches a submitted status, the information is technically locked for further changes. Only you, as the assigned inspector, can upload or delete files. The homeowner can only view them. If you get removed from the property as an inspector, then all of your previous work on tasks are removed completely. The final requirement is your electronic signature. Please note that your electronic signature must match exactly, lowercase and uppercase, as your inspector full name is listed in the field at the top left-hand corner. Then you acknowledge your understanding of this electronic signature and click Save at the bottom left-hand corner. The third task is upload photographs of the home. To begin, select Edit. This process of uploading is the same as the building footprint area we showed previously associated with the home survey checklist subtask. The fourth and final task is recommended improvements. To begin, select Edit. This form has multiple areas to capture your recommendations as an inspector. Everything with a red asterisk is normally a required field. However, in this form, at least one recommendation is required. If you don't supply information in at least one of these areas, then the task will not have a completed status upon saving. The Save button in the top right-hand corner will be used when you are ready to save your work. Make sure you mark the recommended fields as Yes and supply comments in the Notes section beside each recommendation provided. This form continues with secondary water barrier, roof covering, and brace gable ends. This form continues with reinforced roof-to-wall connections and windows. This form concludes with exterior doors, including garage doors, information if mobile or manufactured home, and finally any additional comments. When completed, select Save from the top right-hand corner. If everything required is provided, then the task will be changed to a status of complete. If not, then a message will be provided to help you identify what information required is missing, and the status will be changed to in progress. You must ultimately make sure all of your tasks become completed, or the homeowner will not be able to submit his or her application for Safe Home Review. As a final check, make sure all of your tasks are complete. About 30 minutes after all of your tasks have a status of complete, an email will be generated to the homeowner, letting them know that you, the inspector, has completed all of your tasks. Here's an example of an email sent from the Safe Home portal letting the homeowner know that all of the inspector tasks have been completed. If you have been selected as the contractor for this property by the homeowner, then you will receive an email letting you know that the inspection is complete and the contractor's estimate can begin. The homeowner, upon receiving the email, should sign back into the portal, review, and electronically sign the following task: approve home survey checklist, approve recommended improvements. Until such time you as inspector completes those tasks, the homeowner is not allowed to edit the action or electronic signature. Then you collect your fee. Now let's wrap up. Here's an example of an email you may receive if you have been removed as the inspector by a homeowner. If you receive this type of email, then there is nothing for you to do, and this property should no longer show up in your dashboard of homeowners. When the homeowner removes you, all of your work previously saved, including any attachments, are wiped clean from the system. Nobody will be able to take advantage or see your work. Again, we want to thank you for being a participating inspector for the Safe Home program. We hope this information has been helpful. Should you have any questions or problems, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.